Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Tyler Talks Travel Trailers. Today I'm going to do the Catalina 164 BHX. This unit is around 3,000 pounds dry and 19 feet 6 inches total. So we're going to jump into this one. This is only priced at $15,995. So this is a budget-friendly trailer. I've been doing some E-Pros and Flagstaff, so I figured I'd do one of these. There's some key features and construction aspects of this trailer that I want you to keep a lookout for when you're looking at trailers in this price point. And I think Catalina just goes a little step further and builds the value of why you would choose this trailer over another competitor. So let's get into it. Thanks, guys. Cool, so here we are at the front of it. Pretty standard stuff. You'll see kind of all of this same stuff on the same price point as other trailers. So it does have the crank tongue jack. You can upgrade this to an electric tongue jack. They're probably like $250 to $300. You just take these 3 bolts out and get yourself an electric tongue jack. It comes with the 1 propane tank. One thing that I love that this has for this price point, it actually has a battery disconnect. A lot of the competition does not provide a battery disconnect. You actually have to keep some tools with you and unhook the batteries every time you're done using it. So that is a really nice feature to have that already on the trailer instead of having to add it. That storage is actually locked, so we'll go over here to this one so I could show you. It does have some pass-through storage underneath. Nice pass-through storage. You can get to the storage from the other side, inside of the trailer. So there isn't a door there because the water heater, I believe, is on that side, right there at that box. You got your power cord. It does come with a TV. It's in the box, but it does come with it, and there's already a mount for it. So nice pass-through storage right there. There's your door, which is nice that it's coming with the magnets, so it sticks right on. I love those. They need to do that on all of them. It's got a nice big awning. It's 10 feet. It's not all the way out right now because this trailer's in the way, but it does have a 10-foot awning. It has LED lights all the way across it, and it actually has a remote, and it has 16 different colors that it'll change to. So if you're out where there's a bunch of mosquitoes, there's a light color that you can use to help keep them away, which is really nice. You have outdoor speakers. These are JBL speakers. They're loud, they work good, they sound crisp, so not some random brand. You do get JBL speakers. You got an outlet right here. You got a leash link for the dog. City water connection. This is another valued point. So it has black tank flush. So basically, instead of taking a hose to the toilet and rinsing it out, you put the hose to right here, and then there's jets in the tank that will kind of flush it out for you to make sure that it's all cleaned. So that's nice. A lot of trailers at this price point are not doing that. It's got a fully walk-on roof. It just doesn't have the ladder. You could buy it separately that it hooks on. So usually at this price point, you're not going to be able to walk on the roof. It's a 3 1/8 inch fully decked walk-on roof. So if you need to get up there, it will support your weight. At this price point, usually they don't want you getting on the roof. This one, you can get on the roof. You got your plug right here, 30 amp service, cable, crank down stabilizers. Here's where your gray and black tanks are, where you'll drain them. It does have a 6-gallon water heater, and then your fresh water right here. So everything's pretty standard on this one. This is going to be a point that I want to make when you're out looking at trailers. There's one thing that I want you to ask, because yes, the outside might look good, the inside might look good, but what is the internals made of? So the main thing I want to point out on this is the flooring. So the flooring is very good on this trailer versus the competition. So we want to start off with the outriggers. So if you look under here, it's the full length of the trailer. So they put these outriggers on, and some companies, they don't do the whole flooring. So they give you outriggers all the way to the very end of your flooring. On the competition, the outriggers, sometimes they don't go all the way out. So you have some of your flooring overhanging. So they put the outriggers, And then they also, what they do is they will put 5/8 inch tongue and groove flooring, and they actually glue and staple that. And then what they'll do is they'll wrap a Darko wrap around it to help with moisture. So let me tell you why the plywood is better. So in a lot of trailers, they'll use OSB board, or they'll use laminate flooring. And with OSB, if it gets a lot of moisture on it, or it starts to get wet or something, it'll start to warp and you'll get soft spots. And the thing with OSB board is as soon as it gets exposed to the water or moisture, it won't take its shape back. So it's really bad with moisture and water or anything like that affecting it. So with plywood, it doesn't do that. The plywood is also more rigid. It's proven to be more rigid as well, and it just reacts to the water a lot better. So yeah, when you go out and you look at trailers, ask them what the flooring is made of, because yeah, the OSB is known to expand when it encounters water. That's probably one of the key features or construction features that I think that is important. So let's see here. Yeah, the OSB will tend to get more soft spots. The plywood just does a lot better with the moisture. I know all of this stuff, and for some reason, once I get on the camera, it's like my brain just draws a blank. So I'm getting better as I do these, I'm realizing, but it's totally different than selling these things. Like when I'm selling these, I remember everything real easy, nice and smooth. But once I get the camera, it's like I forget it. I don't know why that happens. It's because I guess it's because I'm focusing on the trailer and the camera and all of this, and then having to remember what I'm saying. Anyway, ask about the flooring. You want the 5/8 inch tongue and groove flooring versus the OSB. And you'll be surprised when you ask how many salespeople don't know, or how often they are using that OSB board versus the 5/8 inch tongue and groove flooring. So it's gonna be a lot stronger. It's also lighter, so that's nice. So we'll take a look on the inside. Like I said, this is right at 3,000 pounds. Look at this. Perfect trailer to get out there for the weekend warriors for $15,995. You can't beat this. So it'll sleep 5 comfortably. You got the main bed here. You got some nice LED lights, storage up top. This is where your TV will go. It's got the mount. And then you got some nice storage right here by the headboard area, or footboard, I guess. You got a couch. This will turn into a bed. Let's see if I can get this up while holding the camera. And also underneath the couch, they put these nice magnets to hold this up, and you got storage all underneath the couch. And it just locks right in, really easy. Okay, we're gonna get into another feature. So they make a Jayco lantern, I believe, that is in this price point. And there's a couple things that I wanna point out to you that are huge that you're getting on this versus one of those trailers like a Jayco lantern. And the first thing is it actually has a furnace. So on the Jayco, they have a heater, but it's a fireplace. And the fireplace is good and all, but it's only gonna work when you're plugged in or you have a generator along with you. It will not work anywhere. You have to have the utilities to actually power it. This is a gas furnace. So you don't need to worry, it'll run off the gas. Anywhere you go, you'll have a heater. I think that alone is huge. Like, if it had the electric heater, that would be a deal breaker right off the bat for me. So it does come with the furnace. And then the next big key feature that this has versus the competition, a lot of times you'll see this huge box hanging out of the side of the window. Usually it's right here or up here, and that's your air conditioner. You know, it's just a cheap $300 air conditioner that you could buy at Walmart. It's not strong. I mean, it may work, but it's gonna get hot. I've had people trade in trailers because it had the wall mounted AC and they were just roasting in there. What you want is the roof mounted AC. It's stronger, it's bigger, it puts out more cold air, and overall just looks better as well. It's not hanging off the side of your trailer. So for this price point, two things I want you to look out for is, does it have an actual furnace, and does it have the roof mounted AC? And if you're talking like, if it's just a little more for this one versus the one that doesn't have the actual furnace, I promise you, you're gonna want the furnace and the roof mounted AC. Let's say you wanna trade it in, or in a couple years, or you're wanting to sell it. I promise you, you're gonna have a much harder time getting more value for your trailer if it has just the cheap window mounted AC and electric fireplace. No one wants the electric fireplace. So when you go look around and you see maybe one of those, I think it's a Jayco lantern, they have those fireplaces. So just, I'm not picking on them, I'm just pointing out what I think people don't realize until they're actually using it, and it sucks. So you got to pay attention to those things, because by the time you use it, you already own it, and you're gonna be like, dang, I wish I got the actual furnace. So here is your stovetop. Here's another good point I want to point out. It actually has all GE appliances. It's not just cheap random appliances, they're all GE. So if you look here, this is a GE stovetop, and then up here you got a GE air conditioner, you got JLB speakers, look, you even got a GE microwave. So all these things are just extra features and value that you may not see when you're actually looking at it, because you go through these things quick. It's a lot of information. So yeah, just keep an eye out for those things. The nice stovetop is also flat, so keep an eye out for this too. They make ones where it's like a little raised off of the countertop, and I've heard of people, they get annoyed because the pans and other things that they're cooking with will actually slide off the side. And if you have hot boiling water, the last thing you want is it to fall down on your feet while you're out in the middle of the woods camping. This is nice and flush, so you don't need to worry about pots and pans falling over, boiling water. Keep an eye out for this too. These are all things that you won't notice until you're actually out using it, and you're gonna be like, dang, I wish I thought about that. You got some nice storage down here. Good storage here. This is your fuse box. Nice bunks. There's lights too in all of these. So keep an eye out for lights in the bunks. I'm telling you, there's little things that they will skimp out on. So you got nice lighting, and you got USB ports and a plug right here. So you got both too. What is it? You got the other plug right here and USB, so you could charge your iPhone or whatever, and it works off the battery. So two nice bunks right here. You could even use them for storage too, because there's a nice little lip right here. So bunks, always think if you have a lot of stuff you want to take, maybe bunks might be a good option. You got cabinets up here, cabinets right here, JBL speaker, and right now you can see all the lights are on. This is another feature I want to point out, because the competition at this price point doesn't do this. So you can actually turn off each light individually, which is nice. They do this even in E-Pros, which is like, you know, your top tier brand. So it sucks if you're here relaxing and maybe the kids want to have their lights on, but you're just trying to relax and you don't want all the lights on. You can turn them off individually. So whereas some trailers, you just have to have all the lights on, and that's annoying. So it's nice to have the bunks where they can each have their own individual light. That way you don't have to have them all on. I missed the storage down here. You got nice storage all the way to the back. And let's check out the bathroom. Good size bathroom right here. You got a nice mirror to do your makeup, your hairdo. You got a plug, towel hanger, nice shower. Looks like someone, we had rain here the other day, so I think someone stood in this, so we need to clean that. But nice shower pan. Overall good size. I mean, it's a good size. I'm not super crammed. I am sweating though. It's hot. Alright, so there's your bathroom. One thing I do want to point out, I'm not saying this is bad, but like I said, I'm here to give you honest reviews. I'm here to show you what to look for. And at this price point, I promise you, they're all going to have this. So here is the refrigerator. Okay, and a lot of salespeople aren't going to tell you this because they just want to make a quick sell and not tell you what it can and can't do. So let's see if I can get this off. This refrigerator, hold on, let me get this off so you can hear me. Oh, this side, wrong side. So this fridge is not a 12-volt fridge, and it's not gas electric, meaning that you need to be plugged in or have a generator to run this. So just keep an eye out for that if that's important to you. You know, if it's worth the extra money to get the 12-volt fridge, you might want to do that. Let's see. It's a good size though. So yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just pointing out what I would look for. You know, I have a Yeti cooler, and that thing stays cool the entire weekend. It could be cool for weeks. So I mean, that wouldn't like deter me because I would want to save all that extra money, because the gas electric fridge is a lot, and so is the 12-volt. So all you need to do, like if you have a generator, you're fine. So most people have a generator anyway because they want to run their AC. I just want to point it out just so you know what to look for when you're out doing your hunting. Excuse me. So yeah, there's the 164 BHX 2024 Catalina. Some key points that I want you to keep an eye out for versus the competition. You know, at that $15,995 price, it's crazy. That's a smoking deal. But there is corners that can be cut that you will not see. So first thing, flooring, outriggers all the way to the end of the floor, not halfway. You got plywood, 5/8 inch tongue and groove versus OSB. Plywood is better if moisture hits it or touches it. OSB doesn't reform if it does get moisture and warps and gets soft. Another key feature, roof mounted AC for $15,995. Actual furnace that you can use anywhere, gas furnace for $15,995, not an electric space heater. So yeah, those are probably the biggest items that I would look at if I was hunting for a trailer at this price point. I'm going to go over the tanks real quick before I let you go. This trailer has a 30-gallon gray tank. This is nice. Listen to this. 44-gallon fresh water. That is huge. So plenty of water. And then you got a 30-gallon black. You can hold 1,400 pounds of cargo. So fully loaded, which I doubt anyone would load this much stuff. You'd be at 4,300 pounds fully loaded. The height with the air conditioner, you're looking at 10 feet 1 inch. The awning is 10 feet with the 16 different colors. You got a 6-gallon water heater, and it'll pump out 16 gallons an hour with the quick recovery. So it's a nice water heater. You should all be able to do just fine with that. Interior height is 6 feet 6 inches. So the furnace is a 20,000 BTU furnace. So keep an eye out when you're looking around. Ask them these questions. It's a seamless roof membrane, 18-year warranty. And then you got the, let's see, I talked about the full decking. So yeah, those are kind of the key features I want to point out for this budget-friendly travel trailer to get you out camping. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm roasting out here like always. It's actually my day off, but I came down here because I'm promising to do at least one video every day for you guys until I run out, which probably won't ever happen. So yeah, this is the 164 BHX Catalina 2024 right at 3,000 pounds dry. So I appreciate you guys watching and subscribing, liking my content. Till next time.